Morning, July 15th. Make sure you don't get hit by a car here. Yeah, what an epic day yesterday. I never thought the heats would get that bad, but boy, with that humidity and me running out of water, wow, that was too much. Well, no plans. Do as many kilometers as I can. Always heading towards Wiarton. Yesterday, I finally made it down to Big Bay, and thank God, there was a general store. It was open till 7, and I was able to get some water and cold drinks, and yeah, bit of a lifesaver. Still, if the temperatures are going to be the same as they were yesterday, I'm going to be going through a lot of water, so I'm always on the lookout, but I just couldn't go any further without having a water supply. So, but we're good to go. Excellent sleep last night. It made up for the horrible night the day before. So let's see how this thing goes. So I'm gonna have a series of road walks here, and I guess my next places are going to be Skinner's Bluff and Bruce's Cave. So if you're wondering why I'm always looking down and moving, that's the mosquitoes on me already. Oh yeah, they're up. They have the same hours I do, and then some. Okay, in a bit. These hot days. The importance of getting up early in the morning and getting it done. I'm not the quickest to break camp. I think it's, basically I don't carry too much, and, I don't have a one-piece tent, and things take a little bit longer. It's kind of what you have to pay for when you're going light, you know what I mean? But yeah, getting it done in the morning, you can already feel that, and it's like 7:30 now, and it's starting to warm up. So, yep, and you can get your best mileage in right now. Okay, so I better do it. Bye-bye. Yeah, Bruce's Bay was kind of a neat little town. I guess there's docks and whatnot, and the people that play on the water with their boats, they pull into this small town and they rest stop, or the general store, I guess, caters to them, so you can pick up a few odds and ends, I guess, but definitely cold drinks, and they have homemade ice cream, which everybody dies for, so good place to check out, and not too far from the trail. I guess I'm gonna end up there eventually, somehow. Well, I'm making my way to the top here. It's not too bad, actually. It's a old country road or something that you climb, does most of the climbing for you, so it's at a reasonable angle, but I'm sure I have a little bit more, but wow, that road walk in, there's like a marsh on both sides. They were just eating me alive. Because of the heats, I put my net away, and it was kind of one of those moments where I wish I had it handy, because wow, it's just, you end up with your hat doing like a cow's tail, swatting back and forth. I bet you use up more calories than you do actually walking, but we'll see. I got a feeling we're gonna get a good view up here, so looking forward to it. See if I can make it to this outcrop here. Oh yeah. You probably can't see it, but that's a lot of the ridge that I've been walking along. And that would be our bay over there, but unfortunately it's hazy, I guess is the word I'm looking for. But yeah, pretty unspoiled stuff. No rooftop to be seen. Just a good shot of the bay. I'll be going into the sound over here to make it to Wiarton. I don't know which point that is. That's a big old body of water though, on top of Skinner's Bluff. There's that marsh down below that I've been cursing at. It's too bad it's hazy. The sun should burn that off quickly. I'll probably get nice views later on here. I wish the manufacturers would put little ridges on these poles handles. That way when I scratch my back, it'd be more soothing. Get on that, okay guys? I noticed yesterday that my fingernails were getting really long and they were getting like dirty, and I went, wow. And with all that scratching, I said, oh, I'm gonna end up with an infection or something. And I didn't carry my nail clippers because I don't know why my nails grew that fast, but they did. And I said, boy, what am I gonna do? I had my little knife, which I'm almost yet to use, really, in all of the 700 kilometers, whatever I've done. And it has a little pair of scissors, so I gave it a try. Works like a charm. Better than the clippers. So, if you're stuck, the little scissors on the Swiss Army knife, perfect. I'll try it on my toes one day. That might be a little bit different, but for the fingernails, beauty. Good shot of the bluffs over there. After I go down to Wiarton to the left, that's where I'll be heading. Hopefully they don't make me go up and down too many times. Pleasure craft off in the distance, and he's going off to the right, I guess, into Owen Sound. Just like being at the ocean. Let's see if I can set up for a panoramic shot. It's hard to describe what I'm seeing. It's beautiful. Okay, let's give it a try. Good view of the waterway on the way to Wiarton. And, oh, there's a vulture. There we go. Catching the thermals. Anyways, I was saying, yeah, what a pleasure hiking up here. The bugs are gone. There's a little bit of a breeze. The forest floor is this kind of spongy type humus, or I don't know what you want to call it. It's so easy on the knees. What a pleasure. It goes to show you from one day to the next, it changes. You can have an absolutely horrible day, and then it just turns around in a second. So beard on. I don't know if the woodpecker was trying to make his own blaze, but that's almost a perfect square. Look at the old blaze beside it. I guess he thought it was a template. Well, I'm leaving Skinner's Bluff and heading towards Bruce's Caves. Yeah, not running into too many people, you know. I thought with the weekend and everything, saw a trail runner. Yesterday I ran into a few section hikers, but no, pretty well all to myself. I don't mind, but I figured more people would be on and about. But I guess maybe the heats, and yesterday was threatening to rain and whatnot, maybe that deterred a lot of people, but no, making good time here. Okay, onward. It's going to be sad to leave this section. Just some beautiful hiking. This is at its best here. I know that the party has to come to an end. Eventually I got to go down the hill and make my way to Wiarton. And I haven't taken a great look at the map, but the parts I saw, though, looks like there's going to be some road walk involved, and I don't know how that's going to work out with my timing here. Might be a high nooner. Oh well, carry on. So, fantastic view. Next, I guess I'm going to go to Bruce's Caves. Now, if it's the place I'm thinking of, this ought to be really cool. So, I better get cracking to leave myself time. I was walking along the bluff, and I could hear all kinds of noise down below, and there was a whole stack of kids, and you can see there's more and more people as I go on here, and I think that's where the caves are. You can see kind of little trails and stuff going off, but nothing's marked, so I'm not going to venture down just on a whim to go bushwhacking or anything, but I think it's the locals that know where all these caves are, but well, maybe we'll run across a few. Let's see what happens. Found a side trail that apparently heads to the cave, so it's getting close to lunch anyway, so might be a good place to, might be a cool place to have a little bit of a break. Let's see what's down here. Well, okay. I just found where I'm gonna have lunch. And this is the trail to the caves. Let's go check this out. See if it lives up to the hype. Oh yeah, they look pretty cool. Well, finally made it to the caves. Seems to be a pretty popular spot. That's a big old cave. Oop. Let's see, the hippies have been here. A whole series of them with the pillars. They had a shelter. I could have a lunch in the shade with a picnic table. Boy, you don't know how. It's just like a luxury to be able to sit down and then have a table in front of you. I just got my crap spread all over the place, taking full advantage. I'm going to change up my socks into a nice light pair of road walking socks. They have a washroom here. I will not forget to put sunscreen on. That's for my daughter, who gives me hell all the time. And then I guess I just got to put up with the sun and make my way to Wiarton. So from there, I'm going to grab a place. I'm going to shower up, just hot and sweaty and grungy, and you know, I'll get some proper food and fruits and vegetables and yeah, showers and all that kind of nice thing, and I'll restock, and then I'll do another little mini plan for my next section and keep on going. So believe it or not, I was going to leave without my sunscreen. Like, I'm just asking to be burnt. This is a little container I've been using for a long time, and it's just the perfect size. And yeah, I just take one of those little oral, I don't know what you want to call it, from the dentist, like a needle or syringe, plastic syringe, and I just refill them. Just remember that sunscreen is only good for about a year approximately. After that, it doesn't do anything. So there is a shelf life. So you just take your favorite stuff and then just refill your little tube all the time. It doesn't even have to be full, whatever you think you're going to use. Anyways, I'm putting it on right now. It's hard to describe the intensity of the sun. It's just, I'm just looking ahead and you see, oh, there's a shadow. I'll walk quickly towards, and then I take my time. Oh, there's another shadow. It is so bad. See that shadow in the distance? That's my next goal. Even the cars aren't giving me a breeze. Shadow to shadow. Baby steps. The only thing they did wrong with this mailbox is when the tail was up, it should have meant that there was mail. Other than that, it's perfect. Kids had a small pool there, and boy, I was looking at it. I was thinking, well, I wonder if I can give them $1 and bribe them. I could use it for half an hour. I'm looking at this old barn, this tremendous transformer, and then at the top of the old silo, which I'm going to say is not used anymore, is set up a antenna array for a telephone. There we go. Who needs to farm? My motivation for this part is when I get to Wiarton, I'll have completed the Sydenham section. And if I happen to come across a cold beer, I think that will be my choice of beverage for celebration. What do you think? Will you give that to me? One cold, well, tall boy maybe. Okay, motivation. I have it. Beer done. So I finally made it to Wiarton. It was hot. I guess it's not the fact that it was hot, but the UV was so strong that, yeah, it was hot. Anyways, I'm in town, as you can hear. I grabbed a hotel. It's called the Top Notch. It's, I don't know, it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes down the road. Great little room. Unfortunately, the Wi-Fi wasn't working, so I went down to the Foodland, and there was like a grocery store, and I did my shopping, and they had free Wi-Fi. And then this sucker was like fiber or something, so I just sat. They had little tables, and I did most of my things, but yeah, it took a shower already. You can see I got my in-town blues on, and gonna rest up. I got some vegetables for me and some fruit and all the things I've been craving. They have a restaurant attached next door. Finished my section, Sydenham, done. One more section, the peninsula, so pretty excited. So let me rest up, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Maybe I'll sleep in, I don't know. Bye-bye. I was a carpenter by trade, and let me tell you, that's a beautiful house. If I could build a house, the upkeep on that house must be insane. Oh, this is my room at Top Notch. Actually, a really big room. It's got everything I need, and you can see it's a complete disaster once I move in. Everything gets dried and washed and repaired, and I hope the owners don't see it. And I even had a patio door with a picnic table. So, of course, it's laundry day. It goes without saying. Anyways, I took the room for one night, and then I'm having problems with the internet here. the company they're dealing with, they're having problems. But anyways, I managed to hack into a router. Looks like there may be severe thunderstorms tomorrow. So if it's nasty, it's, you know what I mean? Especially here on the peninsula, the storms can be, they can work up, you know, quite a head of steam coming off that base. So I'm going to be careful. If it's just like nasty from the get-go in the morning, I'll just take the room for another day. You know, it's like 36 with the humidex and wet, and then like for the whole next section, I'm going to be soaked. Not worth it. Anyways, I shall sit here in my luxury. Bye-bye.